So in this section, we will be learning about formatting numbers for program output. So basically what we are trying to learn here in this section is we try to manipulate our cout values. We try to uh, create precisions so that we can decide how many decimal points we are going to show in the cout. Now, this topic can be found in your manual in page 21. So you can view there some examples about formatting numbers and uh, I/O input-output manipulation. To start off, in order for us to make use of the different functions in manipulating the output, then we need to include the uh, the library called IO manip. So to start off, let's start with including that in our code. So we have IO manip. And with it, we will now be able to use the command listed in your manual, which is with, precision, set flags, uh, decimal, hexadecimal, and even octal. So to start off, let's make use of the command precision because this is what we usually use when we try to set our significant values or even our decimal point. So to use decimal, let's first create a variable called num, and we place a value, let's say num. Let me indent this one. And we try to place a value for num. Let's say we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's say, for example, I want only to display two values or two digits. So to do that, I can just say cout, cout precision, cout dot precision. Then how many digits am I going to display, which is 2. Then we close the command. Then after that, we are now able to make use, or the cout command can have now the precision of, let's say, this number is, we have num. So we can now expect that the values that will be displayed, let me include this one, that the value that we are going to display will only be 1.2. Okay, so let's try that one. Let's try to run. So we can see there that instead of displaying everything from 1.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we only display 1.2. Now, bear in mind that this value is rounded off. So let's say, for example, if we have there 6, we can expect that the value would be 1.3. Okay? So going back to that, let's say, for example, I want to display 5 digits, which includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at 1, 2, 3, 4. And take note, supposedly this is 5. It is rounded off, so it now becomes 6. Okay, so we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the command precision is basically how many digits that you are going to display. So if I have like this, so and we set the precision to 5, of course, the only one that will be displayed is 100.23. So if we run this one, that's only 100.23. Now, this is only true if you are just manipulating it as a non-scientific value. In the next step, we'll be converting this value, or we're going to display the scientific notation and even the showing whether it's positive or negative. So to do that, let's say, for example, we are going to set the precision to 5, and now we are going to use the set f as cout dot set f followed by this command ios, then we say scientific, and then of course we can now see that this value will become, let's go back to this one as an example. So this one will now be displayed in the form of a scientific notation. So if you are going to run this one, we can see that it will, instead of displaying the number of digits, since it's already in scientific notations, it will display in terms of the decimal. So you can see there, we set the precision to 5. However, this decimal places is also 5 because we changed that one into scientific notation. Let's try another one. Let's say, let's have there 7. We can now say, or it will display how many decimal points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have the scientific notation. Let's say, for example, we have there 100. Now, if we don't use the scientific notation, basically it will count the number of digits, but since we have this, therefore it will count the number of decimal. So if we run this one, we can see that again, it is now in scientific notation. It means that this is e raised to the power of 2. That's 10 times 10 twice. So it means that this value is multiplied twice, multiplied 10 times twice. So it is, but the decimal point there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, if we go back, if we try to remove this one, if this is this example, basically it will only count the number of digits, and it will only reach up to 5, I think. So if we run again, no wait, if we build and run this one, so we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits. So that is how to use the scientific notations. Another cool thing that I would add is you can even show the positive result. So if you place there show pos, meaning show positive, you can even show whether it is positive or negative. So if we build this one, we can see that there is now including a positive value, which indicates that this value that is shown is a positive value. Okay.